Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
It's the final week of 2024, and we've got a look at some of the top things to do this weekend before we celebrate the new year. Thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. We hope you had a great Christmas. I'm Cynthia Puga. A fight breaks out at a North Las Vegas courthouse during a hearing for a man accused of killing his girlfriend, plus how inflation is affecting small businesses and trickling down to consumers. Starting off with your top story, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. An altercation broke out in the lobby of a North Las Vegas Justice Court on Thursday after a hearing for a man accused of killing his girlfriend. 29-year-old Markeem Benson is accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend, 33-year-old Renice Wolf. Prosecutors say an autopsy report shows that Wolf was shot from behind 4 times in the head.
You don't accidentally shoot somebody 4 times in the back of the head. I can't even view my daughter's face because of what he did to her.
Benson is being held behind bars without bail, but after Thursday's hearing, Wolf's family says an unidentified man caused a physical altercation.
He instigated that shit.
Markeem's brother went. He went like this towards my stepdad, and that's what it was.
I saw everything.
Yeah, went like that.
I was
and
here.
he was laughing at my mom.
Love shots, smiling at her outside. Yeah. He was like this, taunting her.
Officers and marshals separated the parties involved, and the unidentified man was then escorted to his car by court marshals. And bail has been raised for an ex-Palo Verde High School coach facing charges of child sex abuse. 72-year-old Michael Luke Atwell was indicted this month on 17 counts of lewdness with a child under 14, along with other charges. His bail was raised from $300,000 to $500,000. Atwell is due back in court on May 5th. And an 84-year-old pedestrian was killed on Christmas after being struck by a car. Police say this happened on West Spring Mountain Road in Spring Shower Drive at around 11 p.m. when the pedestrian was crossing south on West Spring Mountain Road outside of a marked crosswalk and then entered the path of a Toyota. The pedestrian was pronounced dead on the scene by medical personnel, and authorities say the driver of the Toyota remained at the scene with no signs of impairment. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. We'll be seeing a few clouds this morning with sunny skies this afternoon with some light winds, 45 degrees at 8 a.m. and into the 50s by 10 a.m. with a high around 61 degrees by 3 p.m. Temperatures will linger in the mid-60s this weekend and lower 60s for next week. Mostly sunny skies with cooler overnight lows in the mid-30s for Monday through Wednesday. Moving on to business news brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. Inflation is affecting the economy nationwide, but what are Nevada businesses doing to stay afloat? Small business owners in Nevada are trimming their budgets and pushing costs onto their consumers. Businesses face an increase in production costs, which leads to higher prices in areas such as supplies, transportation, and wages. According to the Producer Price Index, in November, transportation, goods, and other services saw the largest rise in costs since February last year. Due to rising operational costs, inflation remains a problem to watch in 2025.
Now for your sports update brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Jaden Mayava comes home. The former UNLV quarterback and Las Vegas native returns to Allegiant Stadium Friday night to take on Texas A&M in the Las Vegas Bowl, suited up for USC. In a press conference on Thursday, Mayava shared his experience taking his teammates through his old stomping grounds.
Some of my teammates been asking me to show different restaurants, really good sushi spot across the street. I showed them.
Kickoff for the Las Vegas Bowl between the Trojans and Aggies comes tonight at 7:30 p.m.
In health news, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Officials look to phase out a decongestant found in over-the-counter medicines after finding that it doesn't work. The FDA proposed revoking the use of phenylephrine in oral medications such as Sudafed and Dayquil after advisors said the oral version of the drug doesn't actually relieve nasal congestion. Those products will stay on the shelves for now as the FDA process continues, but if you do need long-term relief from seasonal stuffiness, many doctors do recommend nasal sprays like Flonase or Nasacort.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Scar Shop. The Raiders are searching for their second straight win and are 1-point road favorites over the New Orleans Saints at Caesars Sportsbook on Sunday. The total is 38. In Saturday's games, the Chargers are 4-point favorites at the Patriots, who are plus 185 on the money line. The total is 42. The Bengals are favored by 3 points over the visiting Broncos, and the total is 49.5. And the Rams are 6.5-point favorites over the Cardinals, with the total at 48. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders head down to New Orleans to face the Saints in Week 17. Raiders quarterback Aiden O'Connell spoke on the possible encounter he may have with former Raiders quarterback Derek Carr.
Obviously, huge respect to Derek and all that he did here. I'm a big fan. I got to meet him this offseason, a big fan of his. So, really trying to focus on what we're doing on our side of the ball. But, I think definitely guys are have played with Derek has spoke very highly of him, and looking forward to seeing him.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, bringing you the finest crafting gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. As we look forward to the new year, you may also be looking for a place to recycle your Christmas tree. You can now drop off your used Christmas trees at more than 30 locations across the Las Vegas Valley until January 15th. Those locations include Discovery Park in Henderson, UNLV Rebel Recycling, and the Las Vegas Ballpark South parking lot. Before recycling your trees, don't forget to remove any lights, wires, tinsel, ornaments, nails, or even tree stands. For the full list of locations where you can recycle your trees, you can visit lvrj.com. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to arizonacharlies.com to see who's playing. There's a lot to do before we head into the new year, and we made a list of things to do in Vegas before the clock strikes midnight. USC and Texas A&M will face off in the Las Vegas Bowl on Friday at Allegiant Stadium. The annual Midnight in Munich celebration returns to Hofbräu on Tuesday with live music and German food to bring in the new year. And if you're in the mood for teen spirit, the 90s rock tribute band Nirvana Mania will perform Friday at Swan Dive downtown. To see that full list of events, you can visit lvrj.com. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.